What's up, family? Y'all know who it is. It's y'all one and only fellow alchemist live back in the building with the God and Goddess here to break bread with y'all. Y'all know how we do it. What's up, bro?
What
What's up, Goddess? What y'all do? Who y'all be? What y'all got going on?
what's up? What's up? What's up? I am Miss Keish, never on the leash. I am chilling. And who is this brother here that's with us? The one and only.
I'm Brother Miata from the Midwest. Just trying to kicking that knowledge. You hear what I'm saying?
What's how you feeling today? What's been going on with y'all? What's the word?
Johannesburg. Just joking.
Johannesburg.
Yeah,
Hey.
it's been pretty good. I think the last episode we had a really good topic building off of that. We just gonna talk a little things about today's society, continuing the whole dating aspect. We touched on that the last time. So we're gonna talk about
Where
women
Muada go? Oh, excuse. Go ahead. My bad, Keith.
women over their 40s who are choosing to not date. What
What
you think
happened,
about
bro? My bad. You say women over 40 choosing not to date?
yeah, choosing not to date. Yeah.
Is it by choice or is it by force?
I think it's mainly by choice. Everything is moving so fast right now, and I think women now they're more career driven, career oriented. So I think it's more so by choice. People don't have time for the bullshit. You know, Women are now more self sufficient than ever. We're not taking on those modern and traditional roles as our grandmothers. So of course, it's by choice. We all want that ideal mate, but damn, ain't nobody got time for no drama.
Oh,
Um,
I'm glad you said that. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that. I like that.
Yeah. I
Drama.
mean, I was reading a couple of articles over the past few months that talks about women over their 40s, why they are choosing to be single. And one of the things that stood out was drama. Nobody has time for drama. They choose peace over confusion and chaos. So I think that's part of the reason why I can speak for myself. I choose not to date right now, not to be caught up in a serious relationship. In addition to, I'm doing my own healing, so I don't need the drama and the chaos of someone else. I think at this point, if you choose to date, you have to date at your own risk, and you don't want this trauma bond to come in. So, I think that's part of the reason why women are choosing to be their own boyfriends or girlfriends, whatever the case may be.
On boyfriends and girlfriends?
Their own boyfriend or girlfriend. Yeah.
I think you make valid points. I'm in agreement with you on just about everything you said.
Why are you in agreement? It's okay to say you ain't in agreement. You
Well, I'm
ain't
saying
got to like
that
it.
no, don't take it the wrong way. I'm just saying that I agree that people make choices and choose to date themselves or be in a relationship with people they find compatible or beneficial, being relationships they find beneficial. And it is a choice. It's not only women, it's men. Men are equally fed up with the bullshit and don't want the extra dramas and all that other stuff. So it goes both ways. It's just not women over 40. Women uh, are being chosen by their support, aid and support, assistance, nurturing, caring, loving, compassionate, supportive, uh, spiritual, intuitive self more so than anything else. And they're turned away because of their combative, ornery, malicious, dogmatic, want to be a man ass attitude,
You did.
unspiritual, unhumble, so and women are turned away from men for men being not the traditional man. And what I mean by that is, I'm not saying according to someone else's standard. I'm saying that according to the law of nature, universal law,
What was
not
that?
man's law. So let me, I said, when you spoke on the bullshit, I commented, and the drama. I find that interesting. And the reason why I say that is because women will say that they don't want to put up with men and their bullshit, and men will say that they don't want to put up with women in their bullshit, but you put up with the bullshit of your co-workers, fellow workers, employees, and employers all day across the board.
But you put up with it. You see the word
Okay,
you
you're
said.
gonna put up with it regardless, is my point. That's why I always say when we get in these conversations about men and women, that it should not be a federal law, a state law, but a societal rule. That two people shouldn't be allowed to be in a relationship if they don't have a healthy understanding of themselves. One that doesn't will wreck the relationship, whether that's male or female. If you have a healthy understanding of yourself, you will do everything in your your ability to understand that she is her own human being and he is his own human being, right. And that you're going to make mistakes, you're going to clash heads, egos are going to clash, you're going to have different you have different upbringings, which may bring on, it will bring on different attitudes and aptitudes according to the situation. And until we learn how to deal with one another effectively first, we're unable to deal with someone else effectively on a day-to-day basis.
Well, I can understand where you're coming from, because I know that when people are dating, there are cases where you have your own individual goals. That person, your significant other, has their own individual goals. And we should be able to come together and be in one alignment with supporting each other based on our own separate goals. But sometimes it doesn't always work that way. And I'm looking at it from the standpoint where with women, there are certain things that we try to achieve at a certain time frame, in terms of self-fulfillment. And if we don't have a partner that support us in those goals, like we have supported our partner, becomes like a issue. So I can see where women are like, nah, I'm just going to put dating on the back burner and I'm just going to do what I want to do. I want to travel. I want to go and see the world. I want to go to Bali.
Rack up bodies.
I want to go on ahead and, okay, I heard it. Now we ain't talking about racking up nobody. But no, we just want to have.
Hold on, that thing got to be taxed. It got to be touched.
But so, I'm just saying, we all about making sure that, we have some type of self-fulfillment. And in some cases, not all relationships allow you to do that.
That's true. But to add what the brother said, he said rack up bodies. He wasn't literally talking about bodies, because nowadays y'all like them plastic appendages and other, what they call that thing, alchemists that them women are in love with. What's that thing called?
The rose.
The rose.
The rose.
You know that much, huh?
And I want to tell you something. I am not in any form, shape, or fashion. I am not against any woman who chooses to buy an alternative sexual stimulation device to fulfill her needs. If that's what she wants to do, then damn it, that's what she wants to do. If she wants to go ahead and please herself in that manner, there's nothing wrong with it.
I don't think
everything unnatural or unorganic come with a price, though. You better consider that.
About that.
And what are the prices, since you're talking about it?
For using the rose, the rabbit, and breaking 1 or 2 or 3, 4, 5,000 of them muds instead of buying them, making them people's rich because y'all wearing them things out. Besides that,
and desensitizing yourself to a black
that was next.
What? Desensitizing yourself to a human being, to the spiritual connection. What? That's the most important
now.
To the point where you become, like you say, desensitized when it comes to a man, thereby hindering you from interacting or building a genuine connection with the opposite sex.
Well, let me ask you this, since we're talking about the mechanical love toy. Have you ever dated a woman? And this is for the both of you, Alchemist and Muada. I need to see you, Muada. Hold your head up. Have you ever dated a woman that you had a feeling that she was messing with the mechanical love toy, and that's the reason why y'all were having issues in the relationship?
Oh, hell no. Fuck no.
Well,
Okay, Alchemist.
No, not ever in my life. Ever.
What about you,
be,
Alchemist?
hold up.
My short-term goal as a man in a relationship with a significant other, fiance, wife, or girlfriend was to give her the maximum amount of orgasms she chooses to have without using my lips.
Hey, amen to that.
And the greatest experience that she has up until that point.
But you don't know if she ever used
No, can I finish? Not so that she will not look at no one else or want to experience something else, but to never forget the experience she had with me.
But you don't know if she ever used the toy, bro.
Oh, I've aided and assisted in using them on them. Yeah. I don't have no problem with that. Shit.
Oh, so you were aided and abetted? That's what you were
Aided
doing?
and abetting, that's right.
This is getting funny by the minute. But that is not the overall reason why us women are choosing to be single. That the sex toy, for the record, audience, do not be fooled. Mayday, mayday. I'm trying to save everybody so they won't be thinking that women over 40, all we do is travel and use mechanical love toys. That is not the case. That ain't what's
Hold on. So let me ask you this. I do apologize if I interrupted your flow, but let me ask you this. Do you travel with your toy or not?
Yes.
Okay,
absolutely.
But there's nothing else need to be said. Nothing else need to be said.
Absolutely.
Nothing else need to be said.
Not afraid to travel with my toy. Not afraid.
Okay, all right then. So
I travel with mine, baby. I was in my best life. Oh. Absolutely.
I find that hilarious. I like when y'all say that. Living my best life. Living your best life with a fucking toy. Travel pack
toy that was fun. A toy. Oh joy. A toy. Yes.
Listen, I'm pretty sure there are plenty men that would knock you down, knock all of you down.
Because it's not all about that with women, and that's the thing.
Okay, so what is it? What is it from a woman's perspective? That's why I like having conversations with you, because you are intelligent. You have certifications behind you that says you're able to speak on certain subjects. I'm grateful for that. I like having these conversations. So help us men to understand these things so we can bridge the gap and have a better connection. Work towards having a better connection.
Okay, I'm gonna work with you. Case in point. All right. I would say by appearance, you look at Dominique, he's an attractive man, no doubt. I said your government name, Alchemist. He's an attractive man. If you look at him, you know, he's well built, nice body. You can have all those qualities that Alchemist has, but if you don't have the mind that goes along with that, and if you don't have the nurturing part of you that a woman wants, that affection that a woman wants and needs out of a man, then our mind go elsewhere. You know, if you know they say attitude determines your aptitude and all of those different things. That's true. Right. You know, if your personality is not in sync with my personality, absolutely not. I will just kind of just shut down. Everything about a man, to me, it has to be, we always talk about holistic, physical, mental, and spiritual.
There you go.
It has to be an alignment there. And if that alignment is off by any point, it's like, man, this dude, I'm not feeling him right now. I don't care how good he looks, how great he looks. And I think that's what caused me in 2023 to go into like celibacy mode. Now, I'll be honest, I was not practicing the proper way of celibacy, because you're going to go full celibacy. You got to go all out, to me, not fooling with them toys. But me, I was so used to getting it on the regular. I was like, man, this ain't working. I gotta have some substitute. And so I, bought my mechanical toy, and it was fun. I just didn't have a gentleman. So I mean, if I were to ever go back into the celibacy mode, I'll do it right. I'll do it all over to where the toy is eliminated. Certain things that I see on TV, I'm not looking at it. I'm abstaining completely.
I agree.
What's the point of celibacy?
The point
Real
of
quick.
celibacy, because you want to get in tune with yourself. It's a form, to me, of self-discipline, a form of self-focus, getting in tune with yourself, getting in tune with oneself. You got to be willing to give up things, eliminate distraction. A lot of reasons why some people can't master it well, and I thought I was doing it right in 2023, but it was wrong, is because you're still giving in to your desires, as some people say, your fleshly desires. But the whole point of it is to be focused and being in tune spiritually.
True that. When we were in college, we used to laugh at guys that worked out all the time. Remember that, D?
Yeah.
Brother Alchemist, I used to always say, I worked out, but I didn't work out like that. I would catch. We would play sports or something to get a workout in, and I would always say, "Hey, yeah, you guys look real good, man. You guys take off your shirt." Hey, remember that one guy? That one guy that was from over there. He said he was chiseled the fuck up, and the Caucasian guy he was funny, little short, muscular guy, been that way all his life, and the Caucasian guy came up to him and said, "Hey, man, I like your body, man. Your body looks really good. I cannot forget the guy's name." And he sat there and said, "Yeah, yeah." And we laughed like him. You don't remember him? D, funny motherfucker. Out of St. Louis, bro. I don't remember his name. He was cool. It wasn't Brother Jay, it was the other one. About your complexion, short, been that way all his life. They said he had several brothers. Anyway, he always kept his shirt off. And I used to always tell him all the time, say, "Hey, man, look, man, when you get home, the women they gonna like that shit at first. They're gonna rub all on it, and they're gonna be like, ooh, yeah, get that sexy motherfucking body in the bed with me." After a while, they're gonna be like, "Hey, I need some bills paid. The kids need some shoes." You know what I'm saying?
Right. Romance without finance don't become a nuisance, huh?
It'll become a nuisance. That's the add on to what she just said. And I agree. I totally agree with the things that you're saying. I think the most important thing for us is getting back to a sense of self. We've gotten so far away from our roles as male and female. I'm not saying the traditional roles that we were raised with in the racist society. I'm not saying that shit, barefoot pregnant in the kitchen shit. That's retarded shit. That we been past that shit. We way past that.
You need to cook something though.
Yeah, I definitely need to cook something. I mean, that's part of our nature. That's why I said roles. A man understands his role and a woman understands theirs. It's just that these new rulers have caused things to be turned upside down, inside out. And we don't know which way is what. We believe that we do, but in actual reality, we don't. So I would like to see a more defined role of the male, female, and what we call now in between. Whatever the terminology is for it. I would like to, I would like for more understanding, more clarity, not to put us in a box, but so we can refine that in which we're understanding, in which we're, performing, so to speak.
Me coming in being the protector at the bar, that's standard, that's coming, that's a given. At the bare minimum, being a protector, you definitely gonna feel safe around me, no doubt about it. And if here it is, you don't want to touch no dirty trash and all that, it's like, that's coming in. When I come in off the tops, you got to be willing to cook. That's like basic. That's the basic thing. I'm going to protect, make sure the trash good. You got to be willing to cook. And not look for me to cook. Because I ain't looking for you to take out the trash. I ain't looking for you to get up at night when you hear a loud sound and be willing to sacrifice your life. I ain't looking for that. I ain't gonna even ask you. So don't ask me. If I do it, I do it. But if not, don't cry about it.
And I like how you just added to that because how you picked up on that because Keisha says she don't want those old defined roles. She don't like that shit. So for me, if I ever meet a woman like Keisha and we're getting to know one another and she asks me to open the door for her, I'm like, hell no, the fuck.
Exactly.
Wait a minute, let me hold on.
No.
You said it now. It's out there.
I ain't never said I didn't like the old.
There's old, outdated, traditional role. I'm coming for what you said. Stop it. We're not
alternative.
Don't try to alternative talk over the brother. I let you say what you want to say. I said what I want to say. He said what he wanted to say. Now don't try to backtrack. That's
right. Ain't no backpedal.
Yeah, when I come over your house, and you talk about the trash you to be taking out, like,
yeah, exactly.
Shit.
Right.
The dog start barking, the cat meowing, talking about somebody at the door back in your backyard of your house. I'm gonna say, ain't my house.
Right. Right. I ain't risking my life for you.
I ain't risking my life. You better
you don't want. Right. What you think that? You think I'm a sucker?
You think I'm a sucker? You better have a head game out this world.
Right. Right. Talking about some, I don't believe in tradition. You should cook. And you cook half the time. I cook half. Man, all right. Yeah, all right. It's going to come with a price.
Yeah.
We are.
When that dog is barking, that cat meow, I ain't going out there.
Right.
I don't mind cooking.
So
you gotta cook and make sure them that sack stay empty. See what?
That's what I'm saying.
You gotta make sure that hey.
Ladies, you have entered the building with some male shows.
What you mean? That's a fair exchange. That's the basics. We starting off that way.
I think the basics, all women should learn how to cook and all women should know how to cook.
And please that man so that you don't get cheated on.
There's nothing wrong with pleasing that person, but if your heart and mind is not on me from the start, you're going to do what you want to do.
That's the basics. Listen, I don't forget all that other stuff. If I come in as your protector, I'm opening your doors and taking out trash. All that other stuff you asking for is for making sure your heart and all that. That's extra. We gotta start building from that point. You cook for me, make sure my belly good, and I'm nice, feeling loved and nurtured and all that stuff. And that sack is empty. I'm going to risk my life, limbs, or whatever for you. Make sure you know that you don't touch a doorknob. Make sure that trash, you don't get none of that old food juice on you and all that stuff. You ain't got to go out back. That's the minimum. So everything else, now we building. So I'm just saying, that's standard coming in. And we decide to, be as one. That's standard. All that other stuff you asking for, that's going to come with a price too.
And that's why.
But getting back to the topic, because I don't want the group to think we got ADHD or something.
No, we on topic.
No, we don't. Well, that's why I spoke about law and order, about bringing it back to where we have some foundation in which to build on. That's important.
Yeah.
So we just use this as a side. You know how we do. Listen. I want to make sure I want to bring this to the attention of the viewers. This is not a show based on fluff. This is 3 individuals who kick it with one another all the time, and we enjoy it. So we thought we would attempt to bring that to you. We would bring that to you to see what you think. See if you vibe with us or not. This isn't about let's be pretending and let's, we're gonna keep our integrity intact. We're gonna keep our integrity intact. We're gonna keep our morals and values. Our principles. We're gonna hold on to that. We're gonna hold true to that. But we kicking it. This ain't about putting the brother Alchemist down or Miss Keish down or brother Muada down. This is about raising the people up, enjoying the conversation, and keeping it moving. You know what I'm saying? A genuine, organic experience is what it's all about. And it may resonate with some of you and it may not, but those that do, good. Those that don't.
Yeah, we just laying that's just what's the foundation so we can build off of like you would as going into a relationship. So now
as you
talking
should.
about
As you should.
And so now we talking about the single part. We gonna tie it back in, where you speaking on what women choosing to be single and why they choosing to be single. I'm just giving the male's perspective, like brother Muada is, and you have your perspective, and we just coming to a balanced, conversation and and enlightenment. That's all we doing. So we ain't off course. We right on course.
Yeah, we right on course. Unleash that beast. I was like, never on a leash.
Right.
I can tell.
I'm just saying.
You know we ain't on no chauvinist shit. You know that. Why would you say that?
I didn't say. Look.
She said I ain't say what.
Y'all can be sometimes on some chauvinist stuff, but what I'm saying is at this point with women, I think that we are still stuck in some aspects the traditional role of cooking and cleaning, because we do want a clean and tidy space, but we also want someone who's compatible with us.
Do y'all literally think men don't know how to cook and clean?
No, I never said that. I know plenty of men.
No, I didn't say you did. I just asked the question. That's all. No. Don't get your panties in a bunch. Just answer the
question.
Oh, okay, because a lot of us were raised with mothers who taught us how to cook so that we would watch out for the extra stuff.
Yeah, I seen plenty of relationship, and I went into a couple where they was, microwave dinners and stuff. I mean, and I was like, nope, instant mashed potatoes, add water, hot water, and that mother poof. No.
I don't even like instant mashed potatoes.
I need a southern woman who know how to do it from scratch, and if she don't mind learning. That's the
way to a man's heart.
I'm a homemade mashed potato girl.
I like purple potatoes. They taste better than me.
Yeah. So I mean, if a woman complain about cooking, that's a red flag.
Yeah. Used to
off the rip.
I don't think anyone should complain, because cooking is about patience, and it's about
nurturing,
and then just doing adding love to it. Yeah,
well, of course. That's it. Your own personality, your own swag. To get a person to eat your food says a lot. I'm a picky motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. I'm selective. I ain't that I'm picky. I'm selective. I'm picky, selective. However you want to choose to use. But if I'm over a woman's house and I see her do something that I wouldn't do, I'm not eating her food. I don't care how good it looks, smell, or what. I'd be like, oh, hell no. Ain't no telling what you'll do to me.
Use a rag.
She may be unconscious about it. You understand what I'm saying? I'd be like, no, I'm cool.
Take a soiled rag that's been in the sink for who knows how long. It looks soiled, and take it in and rinsing it out and want to clean a pot to cook with. Taking a gallon of salt, putting it in your food. Oh, she's trying to kill me.
Or a man leaving his musty drawers around in somebody's bedroom, bathroom.
What you say? Hold on. If you got a man that got musty drawers, you need to get on his ass ASAP. ASAP. You need to be on his fucking head. ASAP. Like, hey, yo, what's up with that, bro? What's up with the...
I ain't even never heard of that.
I didn't say I had anybody, but I know some people who do.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of it. I don't even know nothing about it. That's a new one on me, for real.
Well, I can see it because a lot of these guys not a lot. Some guys don't take care of themselves, like some women don't take care of themselves because, they got a video out talking about how nasty women are, so.
That probably be them little pookies she talking about. Is that the little pookies that sag when they drawers be showing and they be just out in the street? Huh?
I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't know anything about.
That's the only one I can think.
I don't date any pookies.
They be sitting.
I don't have no little pookies on. I don't have that going on.
They be out in the streets.
It's some old pookies. It's some old pookies out there.
Yup, you got them that's 50 years old still sagging.
I
don't date people with clothes still sagging.
Think they YNs at 60? I mean,
no. I don't get it. Listen.
I don't know what you're talking about.
As much as we've been through.
Let's talk about the women you may know that have the dirty wash towel and all that stuff. Let's talk about that. Or they got the smelly, you know what.
I knew some. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I knew some.
Listen.
What did you do? How did you handle that situation?
That's what I'm about to speak on. I didn't do nothing.
Right. Right.
Take it straight out. It ain't gonna even get up there. It ain't my intention. Oh, hell no.
Hey.
No.
For real.
Nah, ain't happening. Ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna come in and look beyond the surface. I'm gonna come in, look under your toilet seat, look on the side of the toilet. I'm trying, forget all that on the surface stuff. You miss me with that.
Right. Listen, all you women that don't think their men pay attention, we pay attention. There's some of us, maybe a handful of us that pay attention. We have tricks. We have tricks to trick you, but tricks to identify indicators or markers to know if we should deal with you or not. We do have this.
I'm gonna lift up that seat when I go to use it. What's up under this thing? Oh, what? Okay. Yeah, all that. Cause them cycles come and and you don't do your due diligence cleaning. I'ma see it. I'ma look on the side of your toilet. Cause you try. I'ma look in it, see what if you got some caked up stuff around up under there. You don't take the scrubber and get up. Yeah, I see you. You can't get it all.
I'm not going to give away too many secrets.
Yeah, right. We can't give away too many men codes.
All you men.
Right. You right, bro. We can't give up too much because they gonna run up in there.
Poop stains on
tap in, brothers, tap in, and we'll make sure you get some of them identifying marks and indicators to let you know what you should be looking for. As they say, signs and symbols for the conscious mind.
You dig? Like a shovel.
Hold on. You gonna find yourself laying down with a dog and waking up with fleas.
You dig? Keith, what? We just put the pookies out there on blast, so we got love for our peoples, you know. Hey, but we gotta call a spade on both sides.
On both sides.
You did.
Y'all didn't say anything about the men, Harley. It was all about.
We did.
I just said it. We just said it. The white.
If you got a guy with some smelly underwear, you need to let his ass know off the rip. Hey man, what the fuck wrong with you?
Dirty white beaters. How you see it? Look, how do you get if you see a dirty white beater? Ain't no reason a grown man should be walking around with a white beater on just flexing. Period. Something ain't right about that. But I don't know. I might be tripping. I just can't see walking around with a white beater on, even though I could flex, but I can't see doing it. That's not my thing. I don't know why other men do it, but unless you at a swimming pool, you at Six Flags or something, you know, you out about I don't know. But I don't get it. I like to be covered. I don't know why. But that's no knock to anybody else. But you shouldn't see a dirty white beater. He come over your house and he take his shirt off and the white beater is brown. Is that how it works, Keith?
No, I don't think it's just necessarily that. It's just you still got you putting on your dirty white beater after you know it, you done used it and done sweat up. But ladies, for the record, ain't no guy coming over here with no dirty white beater.
You say he ain't, for the record. Let's get that on record. She say we set this straight. That ain't me. I'm just saying. So you seen that before?
I have.
Huh?
I've seen it and it's nasty. I've seen.
Hold on, you just said I ain't never been over there before.
I've seen. They've never been over here, but I've seen briefs just in the corner where it has stains and stuff, and I left. I was like, I can't deal with that. Yeah.
Whoever you are, brother, you ought to feel ashamed of yourself. That's a
all,
tough one.
Grease with stains on it. And it's
That's
like,
a tough
okay.
one. That's a tough
And at that time,
one.
I'm like, you 30 something years old and you got this going on, something wrong.
Something seriously wrong. How can you
you
Mm-hmm.
be
would
30 something
think
years old
that,
and don't know how to wipe yourself?
yeah, you would think it would be signs of a person, of a man that's like that before you even get to the house.
I'm
I
pretty
know
sure
some
there is.
people can hide it.
I'm pretty sure there is. I think that a lot of times that we neglect to see or smell in this case identify markings
There
or
are no
character
signs.
flaws.
Sometimes it can be, it can appear to be that, it can appear, people can appear to be one way, but then you find out it's a whole different story.
Oh, definitely. That's what we were
I,
speaking on the other day. Last time we were on here. That's
I
facts.
said I said signs because, like, say if you know a dude, and most of the time it's indicators. I'm thinking because either the fingernails dirty, he got some plaque build up between his teeth. I'm giving y'all some game. Why you do your teeth like that, Keith? I seen you touch, do that. No, he got
My
some
teeth stay white, sweetheart.
plaque build up on his teeth. He probably got earwax in his ear. I ain't gonna give y'all no more game. That's it. That's enough. But you know what I mean? The indicators be there. I mean,
That's true. That's
It's the
true.
same with some women. You see plaque in their teeth. You see, you know, I went to church with a young lady, and I promised to God, the hygiene patrol should have been there at the church because she had all this stuff in her eye, like all the fluid that's built up around her eye was just there. We used to sing in church, and she used to always be smiling, and gosh, her eye was nasty. And on
But
top of that,
uh-huh.
huh?
I was saying I'm listening to you.
And on top of that, her breath was very unpleasant, and she was married. And I'm like, how is her husband with her like this?
That mucus trying to get out of her body.
yeah, facts. That's all it is.
You just don't know how to flush it out.
Build up mucus, poison that's been put together. But yeah, that I mean, so as far as single women and these the dudes y'all running into, that's I
If
don't know.
I,
I know they
I
out there, but
right,
my
right.
people's, my brothers, partners, I don't know nothing about that life.
I would I love being a man. I appreciate and respect being a man. The women, I love and respect and appreciate you to the fullest. We're unable to have children. So therefore that you're like the greatest beings on earth to me. That don't mean I'm gonna bow down to you if you're unwilling for that type of admiration. But if you ever smell, oof, I don't even have to say that. That's tough. That's a
Yeah,
tough one, Keish. That's a tough one.
for real. You
If you see a guy in his socks stand up,
he say socks they must stale as hell. So
listen, this is not poking fun at anybody or being judgmental. What it is one must study to know to understand, and understand to judge. It's not about
facts.
being righteous or unrighteous or better or above or none of that. It's about us speaking in general about doing things that's in our best interest for ourselves, for our communities, and collectively as a nation. So
Developing.
we may make light of certain things and humor on other things, but it's all in jest. It's no disrespect to anyone in particular.
And so those are the reasons why y'all single, because of the Pookies and Ray Rays or whatever. Man, let me quit saying Pookies and Ray Rays because some I think I may be over talking, but I
Is
think some of them be cool.
it
You met some Pookies and Ray Rays that was cool and decent people.
the
I
main
there's
thing
some
is
out there. It's some out there, but I don't know no actual Pookies and Ray Rays
I
for real.
yeah, I think the main thing is the reason why women are single. Again, we are choosing ourselves over the drama. We are choosing ourselves over whatever unhealed issues somebody got going on. Not saying that the woman or women themselves are perfect, but they just cannot handle or have anything else added to their plate. You know, you have to really just be at a certain level of understanding why this woman chose or these women choose to be alone. Again, I'm not ashamed to talk about my experiences. um I dated a guy back in 2021. Guy was charming, guy was nice, guy had a son. Guy couldn't keep a job. No matter how hard he tried, he just couldn't keep a job. It was always something, and it was always the employer's fault and not his fault. Guy
I think there's
truck.
some truth to that. I think there's some truth to that. I experienced that when after my first experience in college.
I experienced it, so
I
I know
experienced it.
exactly what
There's
he's
some
going
truth to
through.
that. Cause
But he didn't
cause
have the
he
college experience
you
y'all had.
black
He didn't
Now,
have the.
black they think black men shouldn't have a right to integrity or to have self honor. So we tend to clash with bosses, stupid son of a bitch, spell
there you
backwards, you
go.
know. So we tend to we tend to clash with those, and that's not a knock on the man, the black man. I can't say because of that, you know, is the reason why he's not a good person or something's wrong with him. Because yeah, I definitely experienced that, and I never was the type to take no shit from. I don't care who you are. I don't believe in you, my boss. You ain't. You could be a supervisor. You're not my boss. You're not my master. You're not none of that. And you're a human being like I am, and you're gonna respect me as such. I don't care. So
Although I understand what you're saying, how frustrating that would be for
right.
you as a woman, and him not been able to
Maneuver.
show enough restraint or discipline to cause you to feel comfortable with his job position. All right.
Yeah, I get that too. But I ain't gonna say
Well,
that's all wrong for that.
I'm not saying that it's all wrong, but what I
He
am
gotta
saying
figure it
is
out. He do gotta figure
you
that
have.
out though.
Yeah, he does. He and I hope and I pray that this gentleman, and he wasn't a bad guy at all. But I pray he has everything figured out. But if you're in a situation where you living with your mom, and my thing is, there's nothing wrong with living with your mom or your parent, but just be honest about it. He made it look like he was living with her to help her out, but she was basically having him there because he had broke off from a previous relationship to stay with her, and he was living in his mother's basement, and it was almost to the point where he was trying to start a business with her money. And she gave him like $10,000, right? And he trusted someone over the internet that could
Huh.
help with the investment. Lost that woman's money. Lost this woman's money.
His
And so
mother's
when she, huh?
his mother's money?
Yeah,
Okay.
lost this woman's money. So one day, and this was like around the time for my birthday, we all at the table. And she just let him have it. She's already drinking and feeling good because she didn't had a couple of drinks because she's a drinker. And she told him, like, I need to know when you gonna get yourself out of my house.
In front of
Because
everybody?
yes, yes.
You think that was cool? You said the way
I
you
don't
said
think
yes.
I don't think it was cool. Let
Finish
me
your
say that
thought.
for
Finish your thought.
I don't think it was cool. But and he didn't like it. He was very upset about it. But look at the incident that led to that. Now from the surface, I'm dating him, so I don't know his mother. I don't know what type of person she is. I'm getting to know her in the process of getting to know him. But if you know your mom, she's that type of person that she's gonna get down and clown on you like that. You need to make better decisions. Did I agree with what she did? Absolutely not. But I had to explain to him, yo, the reason why she's so mad right now is because you done lost $10,000 of her money. $10,000 that she cannot get back. Because the way he told her is he would take the money, give it to the investor. The investor will flip it, and they're gonna make more money in that process. And she snapped out on him. Now, was it right? Was it appropriate? No. But again, it goes back to what I said in our last episode. She babied him. She reared him. He has two sisters. The sisters were treated entirely different from him. She held him to a higher standard, on a higher pedestal, and thought he was always right. The sisters had no choice. Once they had kids, they had to get up, get out and work, figure life out. But he, on the other hand, when he started having his children and things didn't work out, she always accepted him, always welcomed him back until this final time when she realized that he messed her money up.
Well, you should ask the right questions before you give your money to anybody. You should know who you're giving it to. I don't think you should just freely give $10,000 to unless you trust that person, truly.
That was her son.
That don't mean nothing. Son, only son, I don't care. Husband, it don't make a difference. If you trust them, then yeah. But I mean, everybody got to be accountable. I mean, she did it. That's what happened.
There's a multitude of variables there that we don't know what's going on.
Exactly.
I guarantee that her frustration just didn't come from the $10,000. Right. That probably was just the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak.
It was.
So I'm pretty sure that there were other factors, other hiccups, other hurdles, other mishaps, or what have you, that caused mom to just snap out. Mothers don't just snap out on their children for no reason.
Right.
She probably seen something in him interacting with you that caused her to reflect on what he may have said or done with her that may, trigger that. And it's a number of things. But she did what she thought was right. If he did invest without thinking about the investment with his mother's money, then he was dead ass wrong. And if he cuffed the money and used it for his personal reasons, he's a piece of shit.
First of all, who gonna go online and give up $10,000 to an investor?
A lot of people.
So I mean, for him to say that should be a red flag. You ain't finna tell me, let me get $10,000. It's somebody online I want to invest in online.
Yeah, man. People listen. Online? People think this shit is the truth, and it isn't, man. This shit will fuck over you, bro. Trust me. People think that just because you're on TV, you're correct. Just because you wear Prada, Gucci, Polo, or whatever, that you're correct. If you are doing something that they're not doing, if you sound a way in which they don't sound, they're willing to trust your motherfucking ass with their money. And that's a part of our fault because we've been conditioned that way by society that we've lived in for so long that says, hey, this, that, and the other means success. And success means listening to that person, which can be some bullshit if you don't study and show thyself approved. It's your fault. That's why I said, shame on him if he took her money and invested with some people that he didn't know much about and didn't do his due diligence, his research, or what have you. And then if he did take the money and do what the fuck he wanted to do with it, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, because for him to say he was going to do that should have been a red flag. You finna go online and do what?
Yeah.
That's a red flag all day.
Online? He may have been successful in certain areas and not in others. But let me say this.
That don't sound like the case for real, because for you to just up and make a decision to go online and you've been successful in other areas, you should have some wisdom to not go online and just
but we are speaking. We are speaking.
Some people act out of impulse.
We are speaking about a mother and a son. What I'm saying by that is that she may trust him to do things more than she would another person, thinking that her son wouldn't fuck over her, and he did. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't give a fuck how mad I was at my mother. I would, if I took her money to invest it, I'm going to find every way possible, shape, form, and fashion to make sure she got that money back, plus some. I could not do it. I couldn't look at myself if I took her money and just fucked it off. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't feel good about myself at all. Yeah. And I like feeling good about myself. I love it. I enjoy it. I like being able to hold my head high and say, yeah, I'm a man of integrity. I'm a man that not just do anything.
So because of guys like him, y'all choosing to be single, to bring it full circle?
I think that's just one component of it. I think
it's not draws,
just as a whole.
That's what I was about to say.
Like I said,
this a rabbit hole.
It's just one component. Correct. But it's several factors, and I think there are some cases where women, they just want to do their own healing, because again, we're not perfect.
You don't think
And
men
we
feel that
probably
way,
see,
Keith?
huh?
You don't think men feel that way?
I'm not saying that men don't feel that way. I think it works on both ends, but I
Oh, okay.
think women, this is what we're choosing, because there was a trend at one point. I don't know if you guys remember how all those different bridal shows are still on, like Bridezilla and things like that.
Never seen it.
People were really trying to run to the altar to get married, but then they only to find out that one day you done spent all that money, it doesn't matter,
Right.
you know. And then you find yourself, not staying together long. What's the point of spending over $30,000 for one day and y'all not gonna be together?
That's the
Well, that's
princess
because
dream.
what you say. What you say, Alchemist?
That's the princess dream.
Listen, and that's it. That's what you buying. You buying a once in a lifetime experience. I don't agree with it, far as spending that much money, but I get it in the sense of it's a once in a lifetime experience. The problem is I will forever say this. I will. When you have two people who are doing what they can to work together, it's important that they both have a healthy understanding of themselves. If they don't, they will fuck the relationship up. It doesn't matter how much money you spend, how much material shit you buy her or she buy you. If you don't have a healthy understanding of yourself or she doesn't, vice versa, whichever way you choose to put it, one or the other is going to fuck the relationship up. It doesn't matter. It's just how it is. Because you have to, in some sort of way, in order for two people to become one, to mesh into one, which is fucking impossible, in mind and in spirit, plausible, that takes a lot of work and some time. That takes a lot of work. That means that you're going to compromise your beliefs in certain areas, certain things you're going to you're going to lessen on. You will lessen your stance in certain areas and others you may not. If I'm practicing universal law, universal rule, things that don't change from antiquity to now, I'm standing on that. I don't give a flying fuck who you are or what you think. I'm standing on that. So what? You don't like it? So what? Get in line or get the fuck on. I don't care. You know what I'm
Relationship.
saying?
You say what,
If
bro?
it's something that's up in the air, topsy turvy, whatever the kids say now, what they say, 6, 7. What the fuck does that shit even mean?
I still I my daughter
Demonic.
told me. My daughter told me what it was,
You
but
should
I
told
don't
me.
even think she understood.
Oh, you should have told me. Well, I shouldn't even use that because that's unintelligent of me to say shit that I don't even understand. But I think that we have to, because just listening to what you're saying and what we're saying, if we just switch places, the three of us, not switch places, but understand from our perspectives, is that it's challenging. It's not easy at all, y'all. It's not easy.
I think it can only be easy and smooth coasting if, like, back to the basics. If you have a high sense of self awareness, because
Yeah,
even
that's true.
if we do have a disagreement or we don't see eye to eye, it's nothing for us to come together in harmony and talk it out. And while our kids hug whatever and go on about our business, just as simple as that. But if it's some ego shit involved, then and no one is willing to, actually listen, then yeah, it's gonna be conflict for sure.
I do believe that everyone comes into one another's life for a time, a reason, and a season. It's to learn something, whatever it is, to learn about yourself uh, via the second party of self-reflection. It's a reason why people come in contact with one another for a short time, medium time, or a long time. Long term. It's definitely a reason for it. You just have to understand. A lot of us don't attempt to understand. We just enjoy it without understanding it. And the appreciation and the respect for it is in understanding it. So, my grandfather, he's been married probably two times after my grandmother, but he's a great man. Always solid. Always worked all his life. Never did anything. And when my grandmother died, my family had a problem with him bringing another woman into the house. And I learned this in 96. I'm showing my age. Well, I think the gray does that anyway. But I said, I had to say to my aunties and my uncles, I was like, hey, listen, I loved her. I lived with her. I loved with both of them. I understand what he's going through. I don't think that she would ever just want him to be without anyone. I think that she would literally want him to find happiness again. And if he does that with another woman, so be it. There's no reason for anyone to be upset about it. Each of us come into one another's lives for a time, a reason, and season to share and experience that and learn and grow and move on. So it may be the fact that Keish, the beast, never owned a lease. You supposed to let them brothers know your shit stink, bro. Clean that shit up. Your underwear is in the goddamn corner. Don't no woman want to see that.
I did.
Socks are standing up. You know what I'm saying? It may be that.
Regulate that shit. Need a little regulating.
For real. Regulate that shit. Law and order. No backing down.
But hey, I think for the most part, to be honest, no harm intended, ladies. But I think y'all being more so forced to embrace singlehood or the single era. This whole self-healing. I'm on my own journey. I'm going to travel by myself. I'm going to eat at the finest dining by myself and be happy about it. I don't think y'all happy for real about that. Nope. I don't believe it.
I enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong. We can agree to disagree. That's the beauty of this whole podcast. We can agree to disagree.
Right.
If you want to find healing and a peace of mind on your own terms, you have the right to do that. You have the God-given right to go on ahead and find a peace of mind. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your time. You don't need anyone telling you how to live and how to go about doing it.
I'm going to backpedal a little bit. I think to some degree you about be right. They might do enjoy it because they becoming more, masculine in a way. So they might to a degree do enjoy being single and racking up bodies. Huh?
It's not. And you assume that people are racking up bodies. Nobody's racking up bodies or going to have a sex fest or whatever the case may be. This is about you being in tune.
They're all racking up bodies. We already explained that.
In tune with nature.
Boy bodies or human bodies, either or bodies.
You can do other things. You go yoga retreats. Have fun.
You want that human connection. You want that human connection.
Sitting in stillness. Okay.
You don't want human connection?
I'm not saying you don't. But what I'm saying is sometimes it's best to just be out and be in wholeness with yourself. When I was doing my thing in 2023, I decided, I wanted to enjoy my time. I wanted to do a bucket list. Because you didn't hear from me the whole time of that year because I was just out living my life. I was going to concerts. I was just having fun.
You ain't mess with nobody?
No, I was not.
Really?
No.
For a year?
For a whole year, I didn't.
Just a whole year? That's all?
The figurative name, without the body, just a toy gadget.
Okay. Nope. No, because I was
1 year. You went 1 year without sex?
1 whole year.
No toy gadgets? No gadgets?
I told y'all I used the gadget.
But you said you said no, you didn't at first, so that's why I was wanting clarity. When he asked the question, when he was just asking, you said.
Yeah, I did use the gadget, but I was just like, the physical aspect, the man aspect, absolutely not.
The gadget's it's a fact. It would desensitize you when it comes to men. Men, after a while, you might not be able to be pleased by a man. I mean, using them gadgets all the time.
I'm not using those gadgets.
I ain't saying you. This ain't about you. This is about the viewers. It's a teaching moment. We all learning, conversing, just, Why you laughing? It touched you. You feeling it?
No, I'm letting what you saying. I'm letting the viewers know. Okay, ladies, y'all hear the alchemist talking.
No, that's for the viewers. I mean, it would actually desensitize you. And a man wouldn't be able to please you after a while. It'll be over with. It's like I need the gadget. The gadget. Yeah. It'll be just a ritual.
All my single ladies, over 40, it is nothing wrong with you going on a self-discovery journey.
Hold on, they
There's
don't have to be
nothing wrong
40,
with
they
you
could be
doing what
30,
you
they could
need
be
to do
20.
to take care of you. I'm speaking. And there's nothing wrong with you making sure that you build a whole tribe within yourself. You just make sure that you're doing it for you and you're not doing it out of bitterness. Because if you do it out of bitterness, it defeats the whole purpose. It's okay for you to go and travel and just look at life and take a pause.
I agree. You need to heal. If
I agree.
yeah, self healing
Totally.
is important.
You don't have to be 40, she could be 30 or 20.
Yeah.
I think it should be something that's taught to children at a young age. And what I mean by that, during their puberty stage, they should be taught that they should spend time alone in the wilderness, not the wilderness, but
Amongst
walking
nature.
on hikes or bike riding or just doing things by themselves to get to know themselves versus always having the influence of friends around you. My grandmother used to tell me when I was a kid, we used to hang out in clubs all the time. She was like, boy, you hang out with the people in them clubs, you're gonna be doing the same damn thing week in and week out, not learning nothing. You better get on that road and start experiencing life. And my father used to always say to me, son, the more friends you have in your life, the more opinions you have about yourself. Choose your friends wisely.
That's true.
Yeah, I believe in self healing. I believe in going out in nature and just thinking, leaving the phones to the side, because comprehension is at its best in a still state of mind.
Right.
So I'm a firm believer in that, and in this environment, especially amongst so many distractions, our ancestors used to do it, and they ain't have all the distractions.
Correct.
At least 6 times out the year, and they ain't experienced none of this stuff. This madness we going through, this is complete chaos.
Oh, it's definitely that.
For real. So you definitely need some time to be amongst nature and think about what you're thinking.
And I think that I think women, men as well, definitely need to take time for self and understand, experience life without someone else, and appreciate those things because it's impossible for you to, not impossible, but it's the universe is not going to grant any one man or woman nothing no greater than what their integrity allows them to attract. You can want whatever the hell you want, but you will not attract it. You will not obtain it without some level of a degree of integrity. It prevents any man from obtaining anything greater than his integrity or woman. With that being said, women and men alike should do that and take time for themselves. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's actually a good thing. But I also think that women are in a situation, they're in a hot ass pickle because when you get 40, if you're not taking care of yourself, them little young girls is looking pretty fucking tight. And you know what? They're not putting on any clothes. They have the clothes off. They're not putting them on. I'm not glorifying any of this. What I am saying is stating the fact. So I think that it's something that should be done, that should be practiced. It should be practiced. I think that, again, women in certain states, 6-1, 7-1, 8-1, 9-1, you're not having much of a choice. That if you have to choose self and uplift self and learn from self and in order to move on. I don't think you're going to get it by waiting on some guys with dirty drawers and standing socks to do it for you.
But I hope you ain't going on this self-healing journey because it's a force play or something. Because if it's a force play, like you probably need to. Yeah, force play is good because it forces you to think about.
There you go. I see you twirling in your brain.
Right.
I seen the alchemist cooking up.
Right. I was cooking in the lab cooking.
The ingredient was good, and then that alchemist. That's what that teaching teach you.
You did
correct that thing right there.
Right on the spot.
Hold on. Let me make this shit clear. I got to straighten this shit out.
Right.
Man, listen, Peace. You know we fuck with you hard as a motherfucker.
Yeah, we
but you see that God back there? Not to you, but you see that authority figure back there? Last time
Which one?
She know which one. The one she disrespected.
The dog.
No, that ain't no dog. Understand what the God is.
You see them scales?
Understand what the Netaru is all about.
You see that scale?
Listen.
You see that heart and that feather of Mayat on there?
Yeah, you see that. You see that. You see that. Yeah, it's all good. Okay, the reason why I say that because he used the teaching of Ampu in order to correct himself. Last time we were on here, you said it was Ampus. We like, how you gonna say that about the come on, Keith? You're a classy sister. We like your vibe. But that wasn't cool to talk about Ampu like that when the brother just showed you how he used Ampu.
Represent divine discernment.
You sound like some shampoo to me.
Do not point at your history or your culture or spiritual system with your left hand, or you will be cursed.
Teach.
Not in the sense of what your hex getting thrown on you. You would self-sabotage and curse yourself. Because if you don't teach your kids or yourself about the door no return, you will only grow up to hate yourself. Or your kids will grow up to curse you.
Speak that truth, brother.
You better link back and grab something historical in order to live a strong, balanced life. Or you gonna sway with
yourself back.
You did. Better link back. Don't point at your history with your left hand. Life won't be right.
You know, that's the reason why
I've been through hell, but I went through hell and I was chilling.
That's the reason why I'm just going through the silence, because this has been all about what women should do, what women should not do. Well, let me say this to the men. To the men who said that they're done and they're fed up. Don't spend 8 hours in the gym thinking that 8 hours in the gym is going to fix you, because that's not what's going to help. You know, you need to do the internal work on what's going on. Also, you need to find someone who is a therapist, someone who can help you with your childhood trauma, because we are not responsible for your trauma and your drama, especially if your mama imposed all this drama and trauma inside of you. We're not responsible.
You putting it on women? What? Silence.
Listen, Keish.
I'm talking to about men. I'm speaking. I let y'all have y'all time.
Okay, well, I don't want to say is this. I want to say is this. You're not responsible in a sense that you should take on that baggage, but you are responsible in a sense that you should nurture that, heal that, not you totally, but you being a feminine aspect, feminine by nature, and your feminine aspect, you've decided to take on, to be in a relationship with this person. Therefore, you take on everything that this person is about. Therefore, it's your duty, your responsibility to bring to the table what you can in order to help that person. That's why I said every experience is there to nurture, learn, and grow from the experience and move on to the next one. It's until you feel as though you're compatible enough to where you don't want to experience nothing else. So in a sense, you are responsible.
And the only way you could truly be effective at nurturing and assisting your partner is if you in your feminine nature, your divine feminine nature, I should add.
No, you said it right.
So was your lady friend, was she ever in her divine feminine nature?
My lady friends?
Yes.
Listen, stop the bullshit. We know who you talking about.
Right. I've had some pretty successful black women. And with that being said, it's quite a few of them, well, it's a couple of them, that due to their past abusive relationship, their power was stripped away from them. A couple of them, maybe more. Their power was stripped away from them. So quite naturally, as time went on, in order to gain or acquire that power back, they became successful in the field in which they was in, their career, because that gave them authority and that gave them their power, and so they ran a tight ship, and it helped them prevail in their career. These are this true story. And they ran a tight ship. They micromanage. But if you look at their past, just like the puffy or whatever, minus all the perverted stuff, most people, just like people who in the hood who was a punk all their life, when they get older, they become a police and they become barbaric. They become hardcore. They'll knock you off in a minute. So that helped them become successful financially in life. And so with that being said, quite naturally, it's hard for them to tone that masculinity down, because that's what it takes in order to really be a successful business owner or be successful in whatever field that you in that requires you to be an authoritative figure.
To add to that, we've lived in a male matriarch, a male dominant society. And we've heard the songs, "It's a Man's World, it will be nothing," but it'll be nothing without a woman. James Brown correctively said that. With that being said, women have taken on the roles of masculinity, and they don't know when to take that damn cape off when they come home. They
don't know how to do it.
Home, and that destroys the home. I don't mind no successful woman. I don't mind no woman
but you don't think men
bringing home the bacon, so to speak, or making money. That shit don't bother me.
Not at one bit.
Done that, had that. That shit's nothing.
You can't have it.
But they can't turn it off.
I don't bow down to your certifications or your damn money.
Not one bit.
Spirit. I bow down to your spirit.
Chase after women that have those certifications. You chase after those women
who are
successful.
Who chase? I didn't chase. No chasing here.
Nothing. I don't chase shit.
Nope.
And so, but you date those women. That's your preference, to be with women who are.
It wasn't my preference. You don't know what my preference is? It may offend a lot, but you. No, I'm gonna let you. I ain't gonna tell you unless you want to know. That wasn't my preference, though. That wasn't my preference.
But you settled.
Huh?
If you knew that wasn't your
How
preference,
you settled?
If you knew some of those women are not your preference, why would you settle?
Because I'm here, maybe not for a long time, but a good time.
There you go. You're here for the experience. We're all here for the experience, whatever it may entail. Usually, again, we are learning something about ourselves through that other person.
You say, what'd you say, bro?
A whole dog world.
What'd you say, bro? A whole dog world. I'll be back at you. Bro was saying something, though.
We're here to learn, experience, and live, learn, and experience. Through our living, we're learning, and we're experiencing, and we're learning.
Look,
we move on. That's it.
Most of the time,
dog world. I personally think that the masculine push that's been going on since the 60s since the 70s, has really destroyed our communities. I really do.
It has.
It happened for a reason, in order to push more women into the workforce, in order to get more taxes, more revenue for materialistic shit. Materialism has become our God. Materialism has become our way of life. As I said earlier, if you have on some label shit and you speak in a manner in which others aren't speaking, and you squeeze your butt cheeks and speak through your nose, and sound like you're intelligent as fuck, people will listen to you.
Right.
They'll give you money. They'll take your money. They'll give you this bullshit and take your money and have your mama mad at you because she done gave you 10 grand, and you done trusted in this motherfucker that look good and saying all the right shit and ain't really doing nothing for you. We've learned the hard way that we need to stick to the script of what's universally true, what's law, not this man-made shit. Because we keep going in this direction, we're going to lose more and more. That's why we're losing as a community, because we have got to the point where we don't want to stick together no more, because we've taken on this hard-ass man mentality. And women will say, well, there they go with that male chauvinistic shit. And yeah, but y'all practice the same shit. These are your teachers. We had teachers that taught us how to do this shit. We internalized this shit, and now we're fucking fractionalizing our community, and we're not upset about that. We're more upset that we don't have more things to accumulate to put in our homes and our businesses and buildings to make it look like we're doing better than the rest. You know, it's sad that we live in a society where poor people dress to impress for potential success, and successful people dress not to impress the majority of the time, but to look as though they have less. That's like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, wealthy people don't run around with that bullshit all the time. Rich people do. Wealthy people don't. They're more so like, hey, look, leave me alone. Act like I don't exist. You know what I'm saying?
One of my favorite.
The more that you accumulate in life, the more that you do to protect it. And you don't protect it by showing it all the fucking time.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You protect it by keeping it close to the vest. So you know, we live in a society that's really turned us upside down, and it's our fault.
One of my favorite movies, The Devil's Advocate.
Oh, for sure.
He was talking about that lawyer. That lawyer, he was talking about, look at you, you old city slicker, out of New York, dressed in the finest suits, what, $10,000 suit. They see you coming. Look at me. Never know I ruled the world. Wouldn't even ever tell. Dude with this, huh?
When that movie came out, bro.
That's one of my favorites. He say vanity, my favorite sin. And that's what most of us suffer from, vanity.
At the end of that movie, bro, I stood up and I clapped. And people turned around and looked at me like I was fucking crazy. Because that was a great movie.
Yeah. He was moved by his ego throughout the whole movie. Almost caused his wife to become unalive. Almost destroyed his career, his relationship, because he wanted to just win. It didn't matter. No integrity. Just win. That's what he wanted to do. Ego tripping.
He lost himself.
Lost himself in the chaos, in the sauce.
Yeah.
And satisfying his ego.
Have you ever seen that, Keish, the Beast?
Devil's Advocate?
Yep.
You like the movie?
With Keanu Reeves, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Keanu, that's who was in there, yeah. Al Pacino, Keanu Reeves. I forgot the female that was in there. I think she was the daughter or granddaughter of some singers or something.
And vanity is at an all-time high now. That's why you always taking selfies, always on the social media, always looking for. Yeah, it's the thing to do now. It's the thing to be
without a doubt, a contradiction.
And it's getting worse and worse. Obviously.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah.
I mean. And it's always red flags. Like in all my relationships, I was able to see that it wasn't gonna work. But like I say, I'm willing to be proven wrong. I don't have no problem with being wrong. And for the experience, I mean, so don't make a difference to me. Hey, I'm always the one.
Listen,
I'm always the one. It's a lesson in every crisis.
Right.
Every setback is what you say, bro, is a built opportunity for a comeback.
Within every setback is a built-in opportunity for a comeback.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for this beast that's never on a leash to wake up, because I'm like, usually your ass is in these conversations fighting, and you sitting on the floor like you tired, relaxed, had you a cup of wine or something, and you chilling, and ain't responding.
I'm good.
I'm
good. I let you guys do the talking, because I do have something to say. I mean, one of the things about it, to Dominique's part, about the Devil's Advocate, you know, it was more of this man, he had pride in him. He had a lot of pride in him. And his wife ended up killing herself because, you know, it was more, he was driven away to defend and win these cases. And she was just left by herself with her thoughts in her mind, and having to deal with a lot of emotional stressors that she was having. So the devil was playing with her while he was out thinking that he could just win. But the whole thing, I think the whole movie, that theme is about lawyers and how they'll win at no cost.
It wasn't about lawyers.
And without a conscience, doing things without a conscience and not sticking true to your integrity.
That was about people in general. It wasn't just about no lawyer. It was about vanity. People.
He did use the lawyer as an example.
Exactly.
But it was about people.
It was all about their vanity, their ego.
Yeah. He used the highest form, but he showed you in the movie
they self-interest
to credit to what to add to what she was just saying. The husband being a lawyer and the wife being the simple homemaker or whatever, the low and the high point of the lives that came together, and how his ego was destroying the love that she had. His ego and his drive and willingness to win at all costs was destroying everything. And that's the world that we live in right now.
Yeah.
Do you think that's what's going on in relationships? Is people want to live at all costs?
Selfish.
You know, I think
people selfish is a motherfucker.
Individualism. Yeah, like you said, they want to be single, go on this self journey, this self healing that takes years.
Not being.
I'm saying men too. I mean, now it's to the point where men, it's being said. Matter of fact, I got a video on it. What men need to stay on their purpose, but that's the result of this whole thing where individualistic mindset, this whole I'ma do me. Now men is saying just stay on your purpose. Women gonna come, but the women that's gonna come as a result of you staying on your purpose, what are they after? So now you got to think on that level. You got to take it to another level. You got to think more beyond the surface. Okay, you're on your purpose. You accomplished what you wanted to. What are you attracting? What type of woman you attracting? I would rather have the money and be like Eddie Murphy on Coming to America to find that one. If I got the more money I accumulate, the more paranoid I'm gonna become about women. Flat out.
Let's all experiences are built on, all experience happen because of our desires. Conscious or unconscious. A lot of us have desires that are based on unconscious feelings that we've nurtured at some point and pushed to the back because we thought they weren't going to happen. Just because we pushed them to the back doesn't mean they're not there.
Right.
And those conscious ones that are there. We attract these women and these men in our lives to learn a lesson unbeknown to ourselves, our conscious self. These experiences are all about teaching us something. It's not all about what they call that shit, drip or wet or whatever the fuck they call it now. I don't. Forgive me for fucking up your language. I forgive you. But to add to what the both of you are saying, it's all for a reason. It's all for a reason. If you put something out there, thought that's something that's traveled faster than the speed of light, and that travels fast. We know the math, right? We know the numbers, right? Hopefully you all did enough studying to know the numbers. But thought travels faster than light. The thoughts are out there. It never ceases to exist. And at some point or another, you're going to encounter that. And when you encounter that, what you learn from that experience depends on what other level, stage, and degree in life you go to. I don't think nothing just happens just to happen. I think that we're all learning something on this journey called life.
Yeah, only those who like I don't have no regrets because I always learned something I always gained something out of all the mishaps or obstacles or experiences I've had. So I don't have no regrets. You find people who have regrets, you find a person who haven't learned nothing from their situations.
I agree.
I don't have any regrets. I think it's just more of you learn by living. That's the only way. You have to have some type of issue or some type of trial so you can learn from it. You can't just say you want everything to be crystal clean or clear, because it teaches you a lot about yourself, actually.
Right.
What you're willing to put up with, what you're willing to not put up with.
So
Some experience could have been avoided.
yeah, we was about to go to.
Wise people learn off other. Your own experience is the best teacher, but wise people learn off other people's experience.
Because the majority of our learning is secondary in life. The majority of your learning is secondary. It's only a very small percentage that you actually learn from self-experience. The majority of it is learning from other people, whether that be books, television, radio, podcasts, whatever the hell it is. Because I don't have to learn from getting hit by a car. I can look at somebody else getting hit by a car.
Yeah, for
So
real.
no, don't walk out in the street without, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I apologize if I interrupted.
No,
Yeah,
you
I
good.
think that like for example, I never lived with anybody in a relationship. I came close, but I backed out of doing it. Um, and some people assume because of the religious aspect and the whole, conversation about shacking, or what some people call cohabitation. Now, I learned from a homeboy of mine who was in a long-term relationship. Him and his girl was on the verge of getting married, and it ended. The engagement ended because she couldn't fully trust him. So she, make a long story short, when she decided to end the relationship, she called all his friends, and he had platonic friendships with all of these women, and was like, "Why are you calling my man?" And then she broke up with him over a text message. And I was one of the young women. I was like 24, 25 that she called, my bad. But I learned from that situation that if you can't trust the person and that person is living with you in plain sight, there's no need to move in together, one. But then two, also, the breakup was so bad that both parents had to get involved. And these were people like over their 30s at this point. And they were arguing and tussling over a couch. It was a couch that they both accumulated while living together. And he was like arguing with her about the couch. It got so pointless to the point where his mom had to tell him, let her have the couch. Let her have the couch. Let her go on. Because it was to the point where the police was going to get involved. And I learned from that, okay, it's not all about the religious part. It's about when you accumulate things with people and at some point it doesn't work out and they decide to have the moving truck and they took shit. They took their stuff that they bought, but they take your shit that you bought. That's a problem.
And see, that's the thing. That stuff, that's one of my pet peeves. I don't to get into it with you about things. I don't even care nothing about that. That's nothing. I don't wanna. It's like where's the substance at? Who bought a couch? I ain't got back and forth. I couldn't even do that. We going back and forth about petty material stuff, tick for tack. I don't.
Allow me to say this. The couch was just a symbol used to hold on to something that was done.
Right. It was.
They both accumulated together and they had so much baggage or so much emotions are tied to it, whether it been comfortable times, sexual times, fun times, or whatever, play time, or whatever on the couch, what have you, that it brought so much good memories that neither one of them wanted to let it go.
Neither one of them had substance, let me tell it. Keeping it 100.
You don't know if they had.
I'm not saying you're not. I'm not
You
saying
tripping on a couch? Come on, man.
But I was saying the couch was used as a small thing to a greater issue. The two of them, neither one of them wanted to let go of the relationship, but didn't know how to. You understand what I'm saying? Without hurt. I don't think that they both wanted. Neither one of them probably wanted to hurt one another. But her insecurities, her distrust made it an issue. Now that's why I go back. I will forever say this, man. I've been saying this for years. It's about the same thing. People should not be allowed to be in a relationship. They don't have a healthy understanding of themselves. They shouldn't. You'll fuck the relationship up. She had distrust issues, maybe because he was attractive and she thought that he deserved better than her. She had low self-esteem, whether it being mentally, spiritually, and physically, or she didn't like the fact that he had a bunch of female friends. Whatever it may have been, her insecurities were on full display. Now, if I meet you, Keisha, and I'm attracted to you as a woman, I don't give a fuck how many men you got in your Rolodex that's your friends. If you say, hey, this is my friend, I've been knowing him for a while, so on and so on and so on. I'm going to say to you, if he's more than a friend to you, then don't put me in his face without letting me know that. Not for me to judge, but I understand how men are. Men are some angry motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? If a man used to fuck on a woman, used to have sex with a woman, used to be with a woman, he would do what he can to like claim her as his past trophy or prize. That's not my ego. I ain't on that type of stuff.
Right.
I'm on if I'm introducing my woman to a woman I used to date, deal with, I would say, hey, this is such and such and such and such. And she's like, all right, but I have key words that I use or sayings that to let a person know. You know what I'm saying? I make that understood up front. The reason why I do that is because I don't want no misunderstanding. But I'm not gonna be like, hey, yo, you can't talk to him, you can't do this. That's your friend. I don't care about you talking to him, hanging out with him, and kicking with him. If you feel like that's what y'all want to do, and he feel like that's what y'all want to do, that's what y'all want to do. That's between you and him. Right. I ain't trying to stop it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do my best to be the man that I am, but as far as me tripping on you having friends and shit like that, fuck man, I ain't about to call them dudes and be like, hey, don't talk to her. Hey, don't look at her. Don't, what the fuck? People are crazy, man. People are fucking nuts. She fucked up if she really wanted to be with the dude, according to the story she just told, fellas. Men, women, audience. She fucked the whole relationship up because of her insecurities.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Facts.
That's terrible. For real. But that's another reason why I stick to what I say. You gotta have a healthy understanding of self to be in a relationship. It ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work.
I got a question for y'all.
What's that?
Hold on, I want to share something.
Because we've been rocking for a while, y'all. And Keisha is looking like she.
Keisha, where you going?
I don't know. Keisha, what you about 5 years younger on that picture?
Which picture? The picture I have?
The still picture when you mute the screen.
That was 2020.
Oh, okay. Let's say 5 years. I said 5 years. What's this we got up here, bro?
My bad, y'all. I told y'all we building this jet while we fly.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to remember what he said. We building this jet.
Y'all see that?
It's kind of strange.
You say what, bro? What you say?
You said we're building this jet as we fly. Shit, we in trouble.
Right? Hey, like, hey, fix that wing.
I know what you meant. We're repairing it. We're repairing it. Listen, the brother meant we were repairing it. Don't fucking slay us, y'all.
Yeah, we rolling. We gonna keep rolling. We ain't stopping. We gonna fix this thing as we go. Hey, because if you let imperfection keep you from moving forward, you would never move forward.
Right.
But check this out. Tell me what y'all think, Brian.
Keish, what's up? You look like you tired.
Keish, what's up? We can't even hear you.
We barely can see you.
You okay?
Your mic is muted.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You all right?
Yeah.
My husband and I have been together for 15 years. He's the epitome of the saying, he's a good man, Savannah. However, I've always known that he was in 2 other relationships, one with his mom and the other his career. He prioritizes and considers them without question, while I've proven my position and still feel like I'm in second place most times. How can I get him to always treat me like I'm number one without taking away from his other loves?
I think you got to be careful. The mama angle, I 100% agree. But in terms of a man's purpose comes first, baby. And the worst place that you can be is between a man and his purpose. A lot of women lose sight of what brought you to that man in the first place. A lot of women aspire for a lot of things, right? I want a successful man. I want a certain lifestyle. But a lot of women are not willing to sacrifice the time that it takes for that man to create that environment for you.
Kitty, why you keep making these faces?
I don't want to make this a gender thing because I don't want no one to use this against nobody. But women, we show up as friends, as mothers, as wives, as everything else. We show up and we still serve our husbands, but marriage is still a part of your purpose. Let's not forget that when you have a wife, that's where your favor comes from to begin with. So even in the purpose that you have with this business and everything else, you should still be able to prioritize your wife. Your wife is not a threat to your purpose. The problem is you have not been able to find balance in what you do. You've prioritized and tried to compartmentalize things, bring it together. Your wife can advance the things that you have. Prioritize your wife, because then she can nurture and feed you and pour and invest into you so you can show up better in your life, so you can show up better in your business. I don't understand this conversation. I don't get that. And that's the reason why so many women feel like they are being neglected in their marriages, because y'all prioritize your careers. You laid down and made vows in front of God and said you were going to take care of his daughter. So if that is the case, then make sure you take care of your wife while you are still doing this, because I guarantee you when you no longer have that career, guess who's still going to be behind you? Guess who's still going to be behind you? This is crazy. Who's still going to be behind you? Nope. We still gonna be behind them. Nope. Y'all always want to play that. Y'all always want to play that. And I hate when y'all do that, because I can guarantee you, y'all always want to do that, because we have seen women do it. We have seen, I don't care. No, I ain't gaslighting nothing. That's the problem. I can't stand when y'all do that. I cannot stand that. Y'all are talking about those women who just came in there to use you to begin with. But the women who actually love you, if they see you fall off, it's those women they gonna fight behind you to make sure that you get back on your feet. So make sure that you nurture your wife.
I like her. She's pretty cool.
Yeah.
She's pretty cool. I think it works both ways. Here again, we live in a society where we have not been properly introduced to ourselves.
Facts.
Like in our culture, they used to have rites of passages. Our rites of passages over here is the right to smoke, the right to drive, the right to drink and drug. That's our passage. We don't even do that correctly. We have the rites of passage to do all things wrong. We're not taught that. All of us are taught to put our careers first and then our families second.
Yeah.
Some of us even put our careers before we put ourselves, which is totally impossible, but we believe we are doing that. Because if you don't wake up and get yourself together in order to go in there and do that, then it's not going to work properly. You know what I'm saying? And even if it do, you may have fellow employees or employer that's on the short end of the stick or woke up on the wrong side of the bed, as we say, and piss you off to a point to where, shit your day don't go right.
Right.
But she's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. That you made a vow to support this woman made a vow to support you, then y'all both should do that. Y'all should have a happy balance, or have a balance in which to come together to assist this thing in working. It's all about balance. Everything is.
I agree with her, provided that both parties, both people that's in the relationship have a healthy sense of awareness. Because, like I said before this, men are now saying you should stay on your purpose as a result of women looking at money like that's the standard in which you need to have as far as money in order for them to think about being in a relationship with you. And so now, as a result, they saying, men, stay on your purpose. Women gonna come. Stay on your purpose. Now, if both parties have a healthy sense of awareness, then yeah, she should be a part of that purpose. It should be a balance. But I'm in agreement that a man should stay on his purpose first if at the rate things are going now. Now, if you find your sister a queen that's, really genuinely love you and have concern for you and want to see you actually succeed in life, then yeah, she definitely should be a part of that purpose and you should have that balance. But other than that, yeah, you should stay on your purpose full force.
I think it's important because as she said, she's not taking the woman is not taking away her purpose, or his purpose.
Right.
She's basically trying to compliment him, but you gotta make sure that you support and take care of the woman as well. This brother, if his mind is focused more on his purpose first, then his mother, then his wife, that's a problem. Because from my religious system, it said that a man is supposed to take on his wife and leave everything else behind, So at some point, you got to honor your partner along with your purpose. I'm not saying abandon your purpose, but, if you honor me, I honor you.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I agree with her if she's genuinely for you. If she genuinely want to see you succeed in life. Other than that, yeah, you stay on your purpose and don't waver not one bit. I mean, if she on she actually a team player, then yeah, put her in within that purpose, balance it out. But nowadays that ain't what it is. You don't have people are self-driven now. So, and that's why I can see why people saying stay on your purpose. I get it. I understand it. I understand it.
You know what? I don't know why you got to say it.
What's that? Stay on your purpose?
Yeah, why the fuck does somebody got to say that to you?
I had to tell this little youngster that recently.
What the fuck
I had to tell, he's 22, right?
Yeah.
He have his girlfriend is 24, 25 with a kid. Man, this man working like 55, 60 hours as a construction worker. He in this program to where he can stay in the program till he's 25. So he like, man, look, he told me, look, I want to stay in this program. He said, I help her with her bills. She got a kid and everything. I look out for her. He worked construction. He was like, she want me to move in. They want me to marry. Her mother pressed me. I say, don't do it. Don't marry her. Don't move in. Stay on your grind. Stay in that house for the next 3 years. Run that bag up in your account. And then if she support you, if she really there for you and she love you, she gonna understand it. She gonna be by your side, and that's what it's gonna be. Don't let nobody force you into no marriage. Her mother, her, none of that. I understand that thing might be good or whatever, but don't get caught up in that. Don't do that. Stay in that program for the next 3 years. Run that bag all the way up. You working 55. You ain't got no kids. You working 55, 60 hours a week as a construction worker. Man, run that up. Keep doing what you do. And if she really bought you, she gonna support you. She gonna see the vision and she gonna ride it out. She want to have a kid by 30. Man, she's 24, 25. That's 5 years from now. Next 3 years you'll be out of the program. If she there for you, she gonna ride with you. Other than that, if she ain't riding with you, have fun. Don't get caught up in that. It's a big red flag. I just told the young brother that.
And
that works both ways because self-prioritization is important. Like there's no way, and I know that some men
pressing that man.
Yeah, and I know some women are pressed by men in terms of having to have this life. Like they want to have a child by a certain time. They want to get married by a certain time because of the biological clock. But I think you should focus more on yourself than anything.
Correction. No, she don't have a kid. She want one. She want one. But he getting that bread, he getting to it. I mean, lock him down. That makes sense.
I think that the old saying is when a student is ready, the teacher will appear. That happens in multiple ways. It doesn't happen with just one person and another person. Right. That's in experiences. That's mentally and spiritually. It's in spirit. You came along at a time when he needed to hear that. He wanted to. Yeah. He needed that, and it needed to be said to him. I was saying that I don't understand why that's something that's needed to be said on social media or wherever else. Like, Hey, stand on your purpose. What the fuck? You should automatically know that. If you set in your mind that this is your purpose, or this is what you want to set out to do, this, that, and the other, and the third, and you should stand on that. But you should also know that you will be tested on that by the universe.
Yeah.
You have to be tested. You have to be tested. You will be tested to see if that's what you really want in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Now, if you think I'm lying, we can do a simple challenge here. The challenge is as simple as this. Tell yourself you're not going to curse for the next 30 days and see if you're not tested in more ways than one. You don't have to do it with cursing. The test can be with anything. It can be with sweets. It can be with certain kind of food, certain types of deodorant, certain types of categories or whatever. But tell yourself every day, say, I'm not going to do this for 30 days. And then on the day, tell yourself, start a date. This is my starting date. Today's Saturday. If we say starting Monday, we're not going to curse, or we're not going to eat this, or we're not going to do that. And see if your ass isn't tested on that.
You're going to be tested.
You're going to be tested. The universe is going to test your ass.
Facts.
You're going to get tested. And when you least expect it, you will either do one or two things. You will pass the test, or you will flunk the test. If you flunk it, you'll repeat this all over again. If you pass it, you'll go on to the next stage. But that's just something we can throw out there as a brother and sisterhood that we can just try just to see if it will work. But it does. Trust me. I've done it plenty of times.
Yeah. Man, I've been on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook for a minute now. The minute I was like, I've been trying to get on YouTube forever. The minute I like, all right, I'm getting on you. We better make this happen. Boy, do you know all type of obstacles was thrown in my way. Watch out now. I'm sidestepping, ducking, jumping, all over different types of obstacles. So, and it's just a YouTube page. It's nothing. I done did plenty of things that require some work. But a YouTube page, like, dang, what is going on here?
Right.
Crazy work, but you will be tested on all levels. Any level you trying to go to or progress you trying to make, like brother said, you gonna be tested for
that's,
sure.
That's the law. The universe has to test you.
See if you really want it.
It has to see how strong you are. It has to see if you really want it. It has to see. That's the only way you gain any knowledge of anything. That's the only way you gain any understanding. If you have to prove yourself worthy. He says, study and show thyself approved. Study and show thyself approved. My people perish for a lack of knowledge. I'm not promoting nobody's fucking religious belief. Excuse my language. I'm just stating the fact that teachings in all religious beliefs work. That's it. Keish, I'm kind of like concerned about you because you're normally
you're fine. You're fine. I do have
you're the
to
one
hop
that normally
off.
keep us going.
Yeah, I have to hop off because I have something that's coming up. So
you have something that's coming up. Ah, okay, got you. Yeah. No need to got you.
Hey, Keish the Beast, never on a leash.
Heck nah. But
I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too.
Yeah, it's all good. Y'all want to have some little fun? Fun time. We can always clip this out. But hey, want to have a little fun real quick? I mean, we ain't got to clip. We can clip it in, clip it out. But I think it's pretty interesting. Check it out. Y'all can see this.
What the hell is that?
Orgasm from penetration, almost 80%. And it doesn't have everything entirely to do with skill attraction or something being wrong with your body. Some of y'all do way too much anyway. It actually causes the woman's body to close up more because y'all think porn is real. The secret is female orgasm isn't just physical, it's hormonal and neurological. Orgasm requires activation of the parasympathetic nervous system. Rest, receive, soften. The clitoris is the primary orgasm organ. It contains 8,000 nerve endings, 4,000 more than the head of the penis. Sensation is strongest near the entrance, not deep inside. Vagina is not primarily designed for orgasm. Only 20% regularly orgasm from penetration without clitoral contact. The reason that we know this is the vaginal canal has far fewer nerve endings than the clitoris. It is designed for penetration, childbirth, stretch, and pressure tolerance. Male orgasm is more easily triggered by penetration and friction. Female orgasm relies more on direct nerve stimulation, nervous system safety. This anatomical difference explains why orgasm patterns differ, not skill, effort, or desire. Chronic stress activates cortisol, adrenaline. You know what that does? It pulls blood away from the pelvic area. It keeps the brain on alert instead of being receptive. It blocks surrender. Surrender is needed for orgasm. A woman can feel desire mentally while the body remains neurologically blocked. 4 hormones decide whether an orgasm is going to happen. First, you got estrogen, which makes the vaginal tissue sensitive and receptive. When it's low, things can feel dry and numb or just even with stimulation. You got testosterone. Women have it too. It fuels desire and orgasm. Chronic stress lowers testosterone, making climax harder to reach. Third, oxytocin. This is a safety and bonding hormone. Orgasm requires surrender. If a woman doesn't feel emotionally safe, unrushed, or secure, the body stays guarded even if she wants it mentally. And fourth, your favorite, dopamine. Dopamine keeps the mind focused on pleasure. Stress burnout and overthinking pulls dopamine away, so the pleasure loop never fully completes. Stress disrupts all 4 at the same time. That's why penetration alone often isn't enough. The internal environment isn't aligned. Ladies, we are leaving fake orgasms in 2025. Most women don't orgasm from penetration, almost 80%. And it doesn't have everything entirely to do with skill, attraction, or something being wrong with your body. Some of y'all do way too much anyway. And actually,
I thought that was interesting.
Keisha said, fuck this shit, I'm out of here.
See, yep, that's all. Well, family, it's been fun, but we gotta run. Until next time, we salute.
Salute. No amount of facts, no amount of belief makes something facts. Don't ever forget that. No amount of belief makes something a fact. Study and show thyself approved. Don't give up on who you truly are. Stay true to yourself. And it shall be as the night does the day and the moon does the sun. Thou shalt not be false to anyone. We salute you, all you brothers and sisters out there. And whatever you identify as.
On that note, we out.